So this next poem is actually about my father. My love of the desert, I must get at least partly from him in my DNA. He was born and raised in the desert, and his life took him far away from the desert, but when he retired, he went back, and he spent many decades out there. This was in the Arizona low desert. So this is part of his story. It's called The Loner. Today, I'm thinking of my late father and his desert home, 17 miles down the rocky dirt of Signal Road, 3 wide crossings of the Big Sandy, where in winter, rushing water could turn you back for months. His quarter section, $50 an acre. The nearest neighbor, a half-hour ride in the 4x4. The only sounds, wild burros braying and Top Gun pilots buzzing the riverbed. He built his own house, grew his own food, stayed there as much as possible for 3 decades. A desert rat, born and raised on the outskirts of El Centro. From his heaven, he laughs at the flap over social distancing. His life began when he left the rest of us behind. So both of my parents passed away in the past few years after living well into their 90s. And this next poem is about my mother. She grew up in a tiny town called Northeast Pennsylvania, and right on the shores of Lake Erie, a really beautiful little place, actually. And this is about her favorite place, Paper Mill Hollow. Mom's favorite place, writes in the caption. She's in her teens, standing on the bridge over 16 Mile Creek with the half smile of someone who's home. She wears her own coat, not a hand-me-down from her sister. Dark gloves, bobby socks, sensible shoes. But her calves are bare in the spring chill, under bare branches, waiting for leaves. There's water enough for a river, rapids tumbling over rocks. Towering trees line the slim country lane, shady in summer. I imagine her walking that road year-round to hear herself think, talk to woods and water, take home their answers, keep them under her pillow. How will I leave? What will I become? Now the land's sold for custom homes, the ruins of the old mill gone, my mother holding the hollow in her heart.